good group today. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell right along ringside without Dave Brown. Dave, he picked a bad day to be gone because we have a dynamite show coming up for you. And I'm telling you, such things as Randy Macho Man Savage will be in here with Leapin' Lanny for the first time. Leapin' Lanny Poffo, his brother, will be going against Scott Shannon and Ken Raper. The Oriental Connection will be in for a single match. Additionally, Hickerson in the spoiler will be facing the new generation. That's going to be a whale of a match. In addition to that, Rick Rude will be on a single match, and Jerry Lawler. Lunch more. We better get at it. We'll be back. Coming right back in. Let's take a look at the Rock and Roll Express. The Rock and Roll Express, not in the ring. What you are looking at is a very ornate robe of the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And for the first time, you'll be seeing Sir Lanny Poffo in Poffo Mania as he is pitching out proclamations of how great he is, I assume, in the ring, Angelo Poffo. And here we are with the introductions for the opening bout. This match will be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit bout. Teaming together will be from Liverpool, England, Scott Shannon, and from Memphis, Tennessee, it will be Ken Raper as his partner. And on this side of the ring, with their manager and father, Angelo Poffo, introducing, coming in at a total weight of 467 pounds, the team of Randy Savage and Leapin' Lanny Poffo. Poffo Mania, as it's referred to by Randy. Come on, Randy. Will you please?
Give us a proper introduction, because the Poffos are in town, man. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I see you. That's for a fact. Please, thank you, Rep. Come on, Randy. We got a match coming up here, and you worry about that, will you, please? Okay, Lanny Poffo. Very gymnastic. What a whale of an athlete he is. Also, as Randy Savage teaming with him here on Championship Wrestling for the very first time.
Lance Russell right now. Leapin' Lanny, Sir Lanny Poffo. can take care of himself. This is a handicap match right now. Look at the beautifully way that he talks and he walks and he does the thing. Nobody does it like the Poffo. Just the ring right there, man. Doing the thing, yeah, Lance Russell.
He's in there with a tough guy and Scott Shannon, so you better get up there and help.
I'll tell you something, too. Every time I look at you, I think of Jerry the Queen Lawler, man. And don't think that I forgot about the Queen.
Well, right now, it's Leapin' Lanny, and look at this.
Look at Sir Lanny Poffo, man. The Poffos are in town in 6033 on the chair, man. 6033 on the chair.
I got it. I know all about it. Leapin' Lanny over.
What a move!
Hooks that arm and takes him over. There's no question about it. He is a spectacular wrestler.
No question about that. No question about Jerry the Queen Lawler's in very, very serious trouble. Because the Poffos are in town, yeah. The Poffo brothers with 6033 in the corner. Now just talk about Sir Lanny Poffo right now.
Scott Shannon bridges his way up and takes Lanny over and down. Nice move.
Come on, Lanny.
The Englishman is something else. As Leapin' Lanny was surprised by the great move of Scott Shannon. Came right back over on top of it.
A little respect right now. Watch Sir Lanny Poffo enter the ring. Because there's nobody like us, man. No, there's nobody like us.
Whoa! As he came in with that spectacular entrance, Scott Shannon crotched him, picked him up, body slam, and here comes Shannon. Right over the top rope and out of the ring. Randy Savage had his attention taken away from the microphone for a moment as he went roaring over there. Savage back up into the crowd. Referee trying to get him out as Leapin' Lanny, who was bombed with that drop kick from Scott Shannon, over to the side of the ring, and referee Jerry Calhoun trying to tell Savage, get out of there. Savage moves back away from the crowd. Leapin' Lanny, who was out on the floor, is getting ready to come back in the same way he went out. Whoa, what a move that was. He grabbed that rope and pulled himself right back over the top rope. Yeah, I hear you, Randy's. Yeah, I saw him go out too, Angelo. Randy Savage, the Macho Man, in the ring with Liverpool's Scott Shannon. What a tough junior heavyweight he is. Oh! Look at that Shannon go. Savage misses the elbow, but grabs him in the crotch. And one. Oh. Scott Shannon. Hey, come on, Jimmy. I'm already hot at you. You threw coffee all over my new suit.
I did not throw coffee. That was an accident. The door knocked it down. Look at me, Russell. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my hair. Look at this, man. Let me tell you something. Austin Idol just threw me out of the dressing room back there, and I want you to tell me something, man. I got to tell the people, man. I've been kidnapped. I was kidnapped all weekend. I just broke loose a while ago. Looking around my ankle. Look at this. Looking around my wrist. What happened to me, man? Get up, dog,
Jimmy.
I'm telling you, you've got to explain to Austin Idol what happened. Please, Russell.
I got a match going on.
I don't care about
here.
this match. Aren't you worried about my safety? I was kidnapped, man. Aren't you going to ask me how I was kidnapped? I guess you're not, are you? Because you don't care about me, do you? Look at me.
Sure you're gonna
You've never seen me looking this bad before in my life. Look at the burns around my wrist. Let me tell you, baby, I came out of my house. I came out of my house this past week trying to get out, trying to go to the matches to be in Austin Idol's corner. And let me tell you, this big black car drove up. This big black car drove up, and these two big guys got out with hair all over the body. And one of them was Jerry Lawler. He had a mask on, but I know he was Jerry Lawler, Russell. I'm telling you the truth right now. It was Jerry Lawler, baby. And he came out to me. And they took me, and they put tape over my mouth, and they bound my hands behind my back, and they threw me in the trunk of the car. See, you don't believe me, but I'm telling you the truth. They threw me in the back of a trunk of a car, and they drove around my neighborhood. It seemed like 5 or 6 hours, and they threw me in this big garage, and I could barely breathe. I could hear the helicopter searching for me. I could hear my family looking for me. Until this morning, they found me this morning because I was able to take a little piece of tape off of my mouth and scream for help. And I jumped in the car, and I rushed down here immediately. And I'm trying to convince Austin Idol what happened to me, but he won't believe me. He threw me out of the dressing room.
He's like I am. He's known you long enough. You don't think anybody's going to believe that shit.
I have never lied to you or anybody in my life, Russell. You know it. Look at the burns around my wrist. Look at my hair. Look at the beard. Look at the growth on my face right now.
Too far,
I am not stretching it. I'm telling you the truth right now, Russell. I was kidnapped, and Lawler kidnapped me along with some other big guy, and I'm telling you right now, and Austin Idol won't believe me.
It's not a bad idea. I'll tell you right now. I wouldn't care if two of them came and got you out.
He won't believe me. I'm asking you to plead with him right now. I want him to please come out here right now.
Jimmy,
so I can tell him.
Let me get back to the match, please.
Please, Russell, please.
Telling stories like I don't believe you.
Look at the burns. How can I make the burns around my wrist like that?
You'd figure a way. I've been around you long enough.
I'm telling you, I was kidnapped. See, that's what's wrong with America now. You are just like everybody else. Nobody believes anybody anymore. But look at my beard. Look at my hair, Russell. I'm telling you what, it'll be on the news today. I guarantee you. As soon as the papers get here about it and the radio hears about it, it'll be all over the news. I guarantee you.
You don't mind if I don't hold my breath until that happens, do you?
See, you don't believe it. You're just
no, I don't believe it.
See, Lawler has got everybody brainwashed, and now he's got you brainwashed. He's got you brainwashed, Russell.
Savage in the air.
Thing together. See, he's behind this whole thing because he is jealous of me and he's jealous of Austin Idol. I'm telling you, the man is crazy. The man is jealous of me so bad he'll do anything.
Jimmy, you're hysterical. Go calm down.
I promise you this has happened, though. I'm telling you, I have no family or anything, and Austin Idol's the only member I have, and that's why I'm telling you the truth, Russell.
Two,
I was kidnapped.
Three, Jimmy.
Kidnapped. I'm telling you, I was kidnapped, Russell.
Boy, if I could just hire somebody to kidnap you right now.
And here is to the aristocratic pleasure of watching your opponents suffer.
Lanny Poffo.
Poffos are in town, baby.
I see it. Spectacular win with the Poffos over Scott Shannon and Ken Reaver.
Years from now, you'll be able to hold your head up and say, you were there.
Okay, Lanny, we're going to take time out, and we are going to be back with more action in just a moment. Official winners, the Poffos. Nine matches with handsome Jimmy Valiant attacking Rick Rude for the Southern title. And in addition to that, Steve and Stan will return one more time to settle things with a PYT. Star Wars 84 will jump with action with a Rock and Roll Express facing Poffo Mania. And for the first time, a national tag championship is at stake when Lawler and Idol battle the infamous Road Warriors with precious Paul Ellering. Don't miss Stars War, only $1 increase. Okay, coming in right now, Jim Jameison already in the ring, and Masao Ito, the international heavyweight champion, hopping up on the ring with his attendant as we are ready for the introductions. Coming in at 216 from Memphis, Tennessee, is Jim Jameison.
Right there, that proves my point right there. You see, Lawler's been trying to corrupt Austin Idol's brain back there, man. See, how can I be the beekeeper, what Lawler tried to say I was, and Jimmy Hart at the same time? I'm out here live and in person, baby. Look at that. That proves my point right there. I was kidnapped. I'm telling you the truth, exactly what happened to me. Now you can prove it right there. Now tell me if I'm lying, I'm dying, baby.
I don't know whether to believe you or not,
Come
Jimmy.
on,
You're right.
You can see it with your own eyes. Here I am, and look, there's the beekeeper right there, man.
Okay. Jimmy Hart over here with us, and the attendant up at ringside. 253 from Osaka, Japan. Introducing the Oriental Connection, Masao Ito. And he is facing Jim Jameison in a one-fall 10. All right, Jimmy, I hear you. I see him. Yeah, okay, I'll admit I had my doubts about it. But the bell sounds, and here we go.
See, let me tell you something right now. See, Lawler has got him brainwashed. See, Lawler has done gotten to Austin Idol because he's jealous of Jimmy Hart and he's jealous of us being together. See, that's the whole point right there. How can I be one of the two people right there? Look at him!
Whoa, there's Lawler. He comes out and nails the attendant.
Look at him! Lawler kidnapped me. Look at him! Look at him! I'm telling you, the guy's vicious. Look!
And Lawler picks up the attendant.
Look at that! Look at that! He kidnapped him! He kidnapped me! He kidnapped me! He kidnapped me! He should be arrested for this! Somebody needs to call the police! Somebody needs to call the police right now, Russell! Somebody needs to call the police right now! See, I'm telling Austin Idol right now, Austin Idol, you are a fool, man. He's making a fool out of you. I'm out here in living person right now. Look, Lawler just kidnapped the guy and took him to the back, man.
I saw him, Jimmy. I saw him. Will you please let me do one? I'm not going to do anything
You're
about
not
it.
going to do anything about it, right? What's Eddie Marlin going to do about it?
Well, let Eddie Marlin handle it.
I told you the truth exactly what happened to me. I was kidnapped.
Jimmy.
And now you see, Lawler has brainwashed. He has brainwashed Austin Idol, acting like I'm the beekeeper. How can I be the beekeper if I'm Jimmy Hart? Tell me, how can I? I can't be.
Well, you obviously can't be. That's for a fact. All right, let's call it quits. All right, Jim. Eddie Marlin will handle the rest of it. Please leave me alone so I can at least give some commentary on one match out here without you or somebody being around here. Oriental Connection, Masao Ito, Jim Jameison slammed down, and we are in a one-fall, 10-minute time limit single match.
Aren't you going to call the police, Russell? You're not going to call the police right now.
Why don't you go do that?
2 people have been kidnapped in 1 week, baby. 1 week, and you're not doing anything about it.
Well, we'll wait and read about it on the news.
Well, you'll hear it on the news. See, you laugh, but you'll hear it on the news today about me being kidnapped. I guarantee you, because I'm a celebrity, I'm a star, and you'll hear about it on the papers and everything, baby.
You keep telling us that.
That'll prove my point.
Whoa, what a vicious chop from Ito on Jim Jameison. Jim in there with another tough one, boy, and I'll tell you, the Oriental Connection is blazing and blistering him right up there. And it's true, Lawler did come out and pick the attendant up. Hip toss as over he goes.
I'm just saying, Austin, you got to believe me. Please, man, I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. I wouldn't hurt one hair on your head, man. I'm telling you the truth, Austin. I promise.
There's the big splash. And at 2 minutes and 19 seconds, the winner, Masao Ito.
I'm telling the truth, Russell. He's the only member of the family I've got right now. Look at Lawler. Look at him.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at here. Hey, hey, hey. Where are you going, Jimmy? What you got, Jerry?
Here we go, man. Come on.
Come here, Lanny. Hey, Hart.
Watch your back.
Hart, I want you to listen real good. All right, Jameison.
Watch him, Jerry.
Come here, Lance.
Yeah.
All right, Jameison. He's breaking us. Put the mic.
He's got Pat Hutchison out here.
Put the microphone. I want you to tell everybody exactly what you just told me in the back. Tell them who put you up to wearing this goofy outfit out here today. Tell him right now. Tell him.
I can't, man. I can't, man. I get killed. I get killed, man. No. No.
Let me tell you something. Tell him. Tell him.
Man, I can't, man. I get killed. I can't, man. I can't.
Tell him, Hutchison. Tell him who put you up to wearing that outfit.
No more. I can't, man.
If you, the next one's going to be with a fist right in your mouth. If you don't tell him who put you up to wearing that outfit.
Tell him.
Who?
It was Jimmy. Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart, man. It's Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart. And he wonders why we don't believe him. Jimmy Hart. Pat Hutchinson just got through telling us that Hart put him up to coming out here in the outfit with the Oriental Connection. We're going to take time out. Whoa, don't go away. A lot more to come, and we'll be back in just a minute. Tag action coming up, a one-fall, 10-minute time limit bout, and it's some kind of competition. We're really looking forward to the action here as the new generation, as they come rolling into our championship wrestling. And their opponents today, the very big and rugged team carrying the Southern Tag Championship belt, Phil Hickerson and the Spoiler. This is a non-title bout. Introducing at a total of 502 pounds, the Southern Heavyweight Southern Tag Champions, Phil Hickerson and the Spoiler. Their opposition at a total weight of 439, introducing from Lexington, Kentucky and Charleston, West Virginia, the new generation, Johnny Wilhoit and Mark Batten. Referee Jerry Calhoun, and we're off and running in just one moment for the action. As out of the ring goes Hickerson. Mark Batten starts it out.
on, brother.
Phil.
Where's old Dave at? He got a hangover, couldn't make it today, huh?
Come on, will you quit that kind of stuff? It's not funny, Phil. Look, you got a match going on up there.
You got a tough match. You got a tough match.
Yeah,
really
you really
about
do.
It, ain't I? Really worried about it, you know.
You really do. You better get up there and help your partner
Well, let me tell you
out.
something. You know, I seen
Look
you
how
out here.
quick they
Seen
are.
you out here struggling. You know, I thought I'd come out here and give you some of my veteran advice. You know what I'm talking about? You know, an old veteran like myself. Come out here and sort of upgrade it. What are you going to talk about today?
I would prefer to talk about the match, and I would prefer that you go back up to the
guy's
ring.
going to beat his brains out. You know what it is. You know what it really boils down to. I'll sit back and I'll watch, and I'll watch that film where we come out here and we just beat them two boys to death. You know what I mean? I felt guilty about that.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I felt guilty
You should
about
have
that.
felt guilty about it. I'll
Russell, I'm
guarantee
going to tell
you.
you something. I'm going to tell you something. You know I don't tell no untruths. I'm never going to do that again.
Well, that
I'm not
is
going to
the
do it
first
again.
decent
I'm
thing
going to let
I've...
Lawler do it.
Phil, get on back up there, will you?
Well, he don't need me up there.
You're not too sure
Does it
about
look
that.
like that I want it up there? Does it look
Right
like
now,
I need to be up
Spoiler
there?
with a pretty
I
heavy
like my hat,
hold
man.
on Mark Batten. Oh, you are looking very
Who's the champion?
spiffy today. You got
Who's
the
the champion?
titles. All right, all right.
You know, I had a person tell me one time, you live a day at a time. You live a day at a time. You know that? That's
Yeah.
true, you know it?
I've heard that.
That's right. I do it, brother, and it works.
Why don't you go back up and
I
look?
don't need to look here. That's it. The boy might as well say right now, please, Mr. Spoiler, I give up. That's all he's got to say. Hey, and it'll be over with.
Spoiler really got him handcuffed at the moment, but Mark Batten is a very game and very quick. Aha, you see that? You saw it.
I didn't see
Funny.
nothing, man. My shade here was blocking.
Oh, is that what it was? You couldn't see the
It's
hand
hard
in
to
the
see
hair.
through the green here, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, what a charmer.
Ah, you
Phil
know that,
Hickerson.
brother. You know you do.
Spoiler in the ring, doing all the work. Hickerson down here doing all the talking.
Hey, we go out, me and Spoiler over have some steaks at your house, man.
Hey,
we have a little party. Coming up, I guess, huh?
Don't, yeah, it's coming up. Back in the
Do
millennium.
it to him, Spoiler. Do it to him.
Look, Phil, I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you right
What?
here and now. You get back up and get to the edge of the ring. I promise you, I will not try to interfere or help you with wrestling.
Does it look like I need it? Last
You don't help me with the announcing down here. I won't help you with the wrestling. You won't.
They love it. They love it.
Mark Batten over the top. Look at here. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark, and there's a tag on Johnny Wilhoit. Look at that tag.
Excuse me just a minute. I'm fixing to get in there and kill somebody. Hold my hand.
We're at the 3-minute mark as Johnny Wilhoit in with a spoiler. Hickerson jumps back up on the ring. What happened, Phil? Hickerson up. Can't get around to make the tag. Hickerson started through without the benefit of the tag. From behind while the referee's across the way, Hickerson jumps him. Referee Jerry Calhoun getting Big Hickerson out of there. There's the tag. Oh. Zings Wilhoit to the midsection and catches him right in the chin. Cracks him with that big elbow. 3.5 minutes into it. And for such a match, it was so easy, the spoiler could handle it all. Hickerson and the spoiler got a little surprise from this exciting young team, the new generation. Phil Hickerson hollering at Johnny Wilhoit to get up. He better get up. He was pulling his hair to jerk it right out of his head, and the referee counts him out of the ring. You right now got 5 minutes to go, Phil.
I guarantee you, I'm going to beat him in one more minute.
In 1 more minute.
In 1 more minute, I'm going to beat the boys brains out.
Yeah, okay. Well, right now it's a front face lock from the spoiler on Johnny Wilhoit. It's Phil Hickerson saying in 1 more minute he's going to beat the boys' brains out. Beautiful sunset flip by Wilhoit, and the new generation almost had a pin, but Hickerson came in, got him at the 2 count. Phil takes over, double slam, he covers him up, and at the count of 2, Wilhoit's out. Hickerson wheels him in. Whoa, what a big elbow. He almost knocked his lights out on that one. I'm counting it right now. As Mark Batten helps out and gets Phil off of there. Hey, Phil, the 6 minutes are up, by the way. Hickerson over the top, count of 1, count of 2. Johnny Wilhoit kicks his way out. Yeah, 7. You got about 35 seconds on 7 minutes. Spoiler takes over. Your time's up, Phil. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. Big backdrop from the spoiler on Johnny Wilhoit. Wilhoit in the air, and the spoiler pops him down. Huge team as he got a count of 1, pulled him up by the hair, grabs him down into a small package, but only a 1 count as Johnny Wilhoit just about turned it around right then and there. Okay, I'm timing you. As Hickerson has now got 1 minute until the 8-minute mark is up. He didn't do it in 6. He didn't do it in 7, and he didn't get it right then. Johnny Wilhoit refusing to get that 3-point pin on his shoulders, and Phil Hickerson grabs him by the hair. The referee jumps him, body slam. Wilhoit drops. We're coming up. 30 seconds and the 8 minutes will be up. Big leg. Hickerson rolls him back over. Do you think this is it, huh? 1, 2. I thought it was 2 for just a moment. But Wilhoit will not give it up. Hickerson taking his best shots at him. 8 minutes, Phil. 8 minutes gone. You got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes in the time period. A draw at this point, after all, the big mouth from Hickerson would feel like a win for the new generation. But right now, Wilhoit really taking a pounding from the spoiler. Slams his head down on Hickerson's knee. There's a tag. We're coming up 45 seconds away from the 9-minute mark, and they haven't got a pin yet. But I will admit the new generation going against the big 500-plus pound team of Hickerson and the spoiler. It misses the elbow. Phil Hickerson takes a shot or 2, and there's a turn. Mark Batten comes back in fresh. He's going after Hickerson and the spoiler. There's a whip into the ropes. Big, beautiful drop kick. Look at there. 1. Boy, spoiler threw him halfway across the ring. He wasn't tagged. 9 minutes gone, Phil. You got 60 seconds left, and you almost lost it right there. With a spoiler coming in to bury his foot in the back. Phil Hickerson with less than a minute to go. 45 seconds. Big backdrop on Mark Batten. New generation still hanging in there. Kicks out at the count of 2. 30 seconds to go. Hickerson tags out. Foot to the midsection, and Mark Batten is down. Come on, Mark, you're going to need to really go after it. You got about 15 seconds. Count of 1, 2, and he kicks loose again. Whip into the ropes. Hickerson with the elbow. Tries for a quick pin. It's counted, and he misses it. 1, 2. That is it. It is a draw, despite all of the big mouth conversation. Phil Hickerson, the spoiler. The Southern Tag Champs are held to a draw by Mark Batten and Johnny Wilhoit, the new generation. It ain't no draw. The time limit is up, and it is, you don't get 5 minutes. You don't get anything except a draw. We're taking time out, and we're going to be back. You don't get anything, Phil. Now, come on, get out of here. The Road Warriors are coming this way with Precious Paul Ellering. Let's take a look at this. That's Animal and Hawk, better known as the infamous Road Warriors, and they're going to be in to defend their National Tag Championship against Jerry Lawler and Austin Idol. Let's hear what they had to say about that match.
Memphis, Tennessee, the greatest wrestling town in the United States of America. And why? Well, you don't have to be able to split atoms to figure it out. Jerry Lawler, Jimmy Hart, Joe Duke, Tommy Rich, to name a few. But you're looking at the Road Warriors, the greatest team in professional wrestling today. A team that backs up from no man on God's green earth. And every contract we sign, we put at the top of that contract. Beware. Enter at your own risk. Jerry Lawler, we hope you'll sign that contract. Very soon we look forward to it. Because we earn our money the old-fashioned way. We beat people for it. Oh, yes, you fight great. But remember this, the Road Warriors are great fighters. Tell them, Hawk.
Jerry Lawler, if you have any memory of anything that's ever happened to you, I'm sure you remember us. Hey, Animal, last time we were there, he gave me his best, and he gave you his best. He piled...
And you people remember this. We back up from nothing. There's not much you can count on, but count on this. We're coming to Memphis.
Bet they're coming into Memphis, I can tell you for a fact. Let me see if I can get unsprung here. Oh, me. Road Warriors coming in to defend those national titles right here at the Mid-South Coliseum against Jerry Lawler and Austin Idol.
Well, now I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I came out here last week and I told you I couldn't wait for this match. But as the week went along, I had my doubts. I was a little worried because, you see, there was a possibility that in that match against the Road Warriors, we were maybe going to have Jimmy Hart in our corner. But now I think that that's all settled. I think that Austin Idol realizes where Jimmy Hart has been all of this time. We don't have to worry about that. All we have to worry about is the Road Warriors. And sure, they're big and they're bad and they're as mean as they come. But, brother, when we get in the ring with you Monday night, we're going to show you one thing. We're going to show you why he is known as the Universal Heartthrob and why I am known right here as the King. We're going to take those national tag team titles and we're going to leave the big, bad Road Warriors with their manager, Precious Paul Ellering, laying flat on their backs. It's a mission, and we're going to accomplish it Monday night, Lance. I promise you.
Okay, well, I guess, Austin, there's no question Hart will stoop to anything.
I'm going to tell Jimmy Hart one thing. You used me, Donna, but you did not use me up, if you know where I'm coming from. Now, I must admit, a lot of people said, Austin, you all want you to be a little bit weary of it. I want you to kind of pay a little bit closer attention to watch out for Hart. You told me, Jerry, and all the wrestling fans told me too. But I guess maybe I'm just a little bit like everybody else. I kind of wanted to think that maybe there was an inkling of truth in that low-down, slimy rat's heart. But I found out that it's true, that there's nothing there, but nothing but greed, nothing but evil, and I don't care nothing about no confessions, Lance, you see. I don't care nothing about no hullabaloo story that he says that he was kidnapped and said Lawler was one of the kidnappers. He says he was tied up, he was bound. He said he was locked up in a garage. You see, I don't care nothing about no confessions. There's one thing I do care about. Oh, yeah. We're going to be hitting on all 8 cylinders Monday night, me and the King. There ain't no doubt about that. Road Warriors say they don't back up from nobody. Well, we don't back up, sidestep, and retreat from nobody either. But, Hart, I want you to listen real good. Come on in close, Mr. Cameraman. Because, Hart, if you're anywhere, I want you to look in my eyes. Come on in, cameraman. Get in close. And look in my eyes, Donna, because I'm telling you one thing. I hope that you have the guts. I hope that you have the audacity to maybe come with the Road Warriors or anybody else, I don't care. But sooner or later, darling, whoever you team up with, whoever you decide you want to manage, Jack, I'm going to go through them. And I'm going to go over them. I'm going to go around them. I don't care what I have to do. But eventually, and I don't care if it takes a week, a month, a year, I don't care if it takes a lifetime, I'm going to get you, Jack, for making me the fool in front of all the wrestling fans. I'm going to cut it real quick. They don't call me the Universal Heartthrob for nothing. They don't call me the women's pet and the men's regret for nothing, Donna. I haven't left a trail of bodies all around the country for nothing. I haven't beaten up people all around the world for nothing. I haven't made the name Austin Idol what it is today by letting jerks like you make a fool out of me. And before it's over, Hart, I'm going to break you in two. But Monday night, the national tag team titles are going to go around our waist, Jack.
Well, I want to see that one. The Road Warriors going against the Heartthrob and the King, and we're looking forward to that kind of action as that is only one of the incredible Stars War 84 that will be coming to the Coliseum. Price is up only $1 for this incredible program. It'll be $6, $7, and $8, 8 o'clock. You can get your tickets up until 5 o'clock. Today and all day on Monday prior to the opening bout. It is going to be a sensational night of action. It will have 9 bouts, starting off as the Scorpions go again in the spoiler. Tommy Wildfire Rich and Eddie Gilbert, who would be involved in a Tennessee street fight with Hickerson.
Excuse me, Lance, I don't mean to interrupt you. What it amounts to, what it's coming down to, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Hickerson spoiler. Yeah, we were so full of hate that we overlooked you. It cost us the titles. Well, this week, Jack, we ain't coming after no titles. Tennessee street fight. You wear your blue jeans, you bring your belts, you bring your boots, whatever it takes to whip a man, that's exactly what you do. And in Memphis, Tennessee, Monday night, you talk about Star Wars 84, all hell's gonna break loose, because I'm making a promise. We ain't coming to Memphis Monday night. We're not coming to beat you, Hickerson. Spoiler, we're coming to hurt you. We started last Monday night. It cost us the titles. We ain't proud of that, but we are proud of the fact that we got a Tennessee street fight. We ain't coming after no titles. We're coming to whip your booty all over Memphis.
Okay, Tommy and Eddie will be looking for that action down there at Stars War 84 when it comes to town Monday night. And I can tell you right now, that is going to be one of those fights, and that's the whole thing. It is a situation where anything goes in that particular kind of action, and so you can expect it. Let me take a look at the out-of-town action. Dave, by the way, will be back with us next week. This is Lance Russell holding it down with Championship Wrestling. Looking forward to Blytheville tonight, this very night at the American Legion Arena. Box office opens at 3
Fans,
o'clock.
here is Memphis's own handsome Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man.
You know, I know you're not from Memphis, Tennessee, brother, but I love you anyway. I want to say hello to my people, my brother and sister right there in Memphis. You know, a lot of famous people come from Memphis. I'm talking about Jerry the King Lawler, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, and yours truly, the Boogie Woogie Man. I know Mount Mabley, she's from around there somewhere. Dinah Shore, she's from Winchester, Tennessee. All right, now, let me tell you something, Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd, you're the champion, the Southern Heavyweight champion. Well, not for long, because the Boogie Woogie Man, when he comes out in Memphis, I'm going to come out wearing that strap, Jack, and I want to say tonight, I'm going to be in Blytheville, Arkansas. Last time in Blytheville, the mayor gave me a key to the city. Last time in Blytheville, they were all the way down the street, Jack, a complete sellout. Well, we're going to do it again. We're going to get down and party tonight. Blytheville, Memphis, Monday. Look out.
Stars War 84, no question. Handsome Jimmy is coming in to see if he can get the Southern Heavyweight title from Rick Rude.
Let's tone this down a little bit. I'm sick and tired of these big mouths coming out and making fools out of themselves, you know.
Yeah, I hear
now,
what you're saying.
Listen, I hate to be the kind of person to come out here and say I told you so, but I told you so. Well, I said I would win the Southern title, and I won the Southern title. And you know what, Lance? Since I've won the Southern title, I've been a very, very busy man. I've had promoters calling me from all over the world. Shut up. I've had movie producers call. As a matter of fact, I'm negotiating a contract right now with Howard Fewer to star in a movie with John Travolta. And you know, Lance, just let me finish, Lance.
I'm listening.
Don't step on me here. In order to devote the time I need to my beautiful body and my beautiful self, I had to hire a manager. And being the greatest champion of all time, I had to find the greatest manager of all time. And now I'm going to introduce all you stupid fools to the greatest manager in the history of professional wrestling, Diamond Jimmy Hart. Come on out here, Jimmy.
Oh, no. Jimmy Hart.
Come on out here, Jimmy. Take a look. Take a look.
better known as Jimmy Anything for Money Hart.
Beautiful, Jimmy.
Out here with the Oriental Connection, out in the open, quite a different tune.
No, not in the open. Let me tell you what, Jerry Lawler's possessed. He's the one that drove me to do this. I was not the beekeeper. I was going back through the hall. I am tired of being pushed around, baby. But on here I have paperwork on Rick Rude. You are right. I am now managing Rick Rude. I am now managing the Oriental Connection. You know that little sissy wimp he had by him? Pat Hutchins was out here trying to manage him. He slapped him around and he ran off. I sat down with the big man and I told him how great I was and he agreed. So you're right, baby. You're going to see a new and different Jimmy Hart. You're going to see, you know, everybody says, Jimmy, you like to slum in the gutters. You like to crawl in the sewers. Well, you're right, baby. I'll crawl and slum anywhere I can to win a match or keep a title. Now I've got the international title and I manage the greatest wrestler in the world right now, Rick the Body Rude. Look at him, and he's the Southern Heavyweight Champion. Let me tell you something, Rick. You've got a match with Jimmy Valiant coming up. Who knows Jimmy Valiant? Because he was in the family at one time. He's all mouth. Jimmy Valiant is all talk. I promise you this. He will not hurt one hair on your head, baby. So from now on, and guess who else has been calling me, too? Can you believe Jimmy Neidhart is calling me, begging to come back? Rick Rude called me all last month saying, please, we made a mistake. We want you. We need you. We want you. Well, baby, the phone is ringing once again. So like I said, Masao Ito, the greatest Japanese wrestler in the world today. Jimmy Hart, Rick Rude, and I am rebuilding my family, baby. The Oriental Connection family. We are ready, so bring them on, boys. Bring them on. This is the greatest day of my life, baby.
Oh, marvelous. All I can tell you, Rick Rude, is watch your pocket.
That's all I have to say about Jimmy Valiant. What I'm going to do to him is 2 words. Wipe out.
Well, here, take your coat.
Come on, let's go, baby. The Oriental Connection, we are ready, baby.
I can't hardly believe this. In the ring right now from Memphis, Tennessee, Mike Mashburn and his opponent in this one-fall 10-minute time limit bout, the Southern Heavyweight title holder, ravishing Rick Rude from Beverly Hills, California. Rude and Mike Mashburn, bell time, and here we go. One fall, 10 minutes in time. Well, like they say, what goes around comes around, and here he comes around, and I didn't mean that. Jimmy Hart.
Lord, let me tell you something right now. This guy right here, what's the kid's name? Mike Mashburn. Look at him right now. This is Rick Rude, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, the greatest professional wrestler in the world today. This kid is from the Jerry Lawler School of Wrestling. You know, you kids out there watching him, look at him right now. You want to go to a school of wrestling? Call Jerry Lawler. He'll teach you. Look at this guy. Look at him. Boy, doesn't he look good looking up at the lights, huh? Doesn't he look good looking in the lights, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, look at this,
Jimmy.
baby.
You've been out here almost as much as I have today. I wouldn't even mind if you left. And he did. I can't believe that. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. 46 seconds. Oh, yeah, you're marvelous. No question about that. Rick Rude, the winner in 46 seconds over Mike Mashburn. Mike never had a chance. Rick, far too strong, far too big for him. And Mike being helped out by the referee. I see it.
You just took a look at the new generation. Now take a look at the now generation, lads.
Okay, let's go. We'll take time out and we'll be back. We got a 6-man tag match coming up. You don't want to miss. Be back in a moment. Dan and Steve, the original fans. Right now, we're looking up into the ring where the Nightmare #1, Keith Roberson, and big giant Frazier on one side of the ring. And their opponents, boy, are they formidable. I'm talking about Jerry the King Lawler, the heartthrob Austin Idol, and Dutch Mantell as the third man on that side of the ring. And here they come. There's Idol, Lawler, and Mantell. This is an expiration of time match. We'll have as many falls as we have time for, and the team with the most falls, Lawler, is saying, hey, get a sword off that son of a gun. Okay, again, quickly the introductions. Nightmare, Keith Roberson, and Giant Frazier. against Dutch Mantell, Jerry Lawler, and Austin Idol. We're waiting till we get it down. See who's going to be starting. Roberson pulling off his attire. There goes the sword. That's the thing that Lawler wanted to get rid of. It'll take Giant Frazier a little while to undo his Confederate uniform. Stepping out, the Giant. Stepping out, Keith Robertson. That leaves Nightmare number 1. And there's the heartthrob, Austin Idol. We are ready. In just a moment, we still got 3 on the other side of the ring. I don't believe that's kind of fair to Nightmare number 1. Bell time. Dutch Mantell is the starter, and this is the first fall of our expiration of time match. Exciting championship wrestling. Watch for it when it's coming your way, my friend. Love to have you here watching it on TV. You'll get a bigger kick when you're out there. Look at that move by Mantell. Boy, he is fast. Picks the Nightmare number 1 up as he barred that leg right at it and tags Lawler backhanded. Nice move. Lawler comes in with a very well-known move. That's a big right hand to the face. Throws the Nightmare in. He went flying and bouncing. The King over tags Austin Idol. The Idol sticks a foot in the midsection in the air, and the Nightmare, one at a time, has faced the entire team. He bounces off the mat, does the Nightmare, when Idol pressed him up and then heaved him down. Nightmare is the smallest of the 3. He tags Keith Roberson, who is middle size of the 3 of them. Waist lock, takes him off his feet. Idol goes in behind, reverses the face lock. Hooks him right across that jaw. Boy, he's making some good moves on him. With the arm. Idol trying to turn him over into a pin position. He gets him 1. Hooks the leg. Puts more pressure, but all he can get again is the 1 count. Austin Idol grabs the hair. Lance Russell without Dave Brown today on our championship wrestling. Dave will be back next week. Hope we will too. Count of 1. Been a wild and eventful, I will say that for a fact, championship wrestling today. Long way from being over. Lawler combines with Austin Idol for a double backdrop. Drops that knee down right across Keith's jaw. Tags Dutch Mantell. And as the Dutchman comes in, Lawler holds him up, foot to the midsection. Big elbow, and the Dutchman. Wraps that arm up and comes down hard across it. Roberson looking in the direction of the corner. He's got Giant Frazier over there. Idol took him away. Should have made his tag right then. Roberson picked up in the air. The Idol body slams him, and Keith, who wrestles out of Memphis, Tennessee, tags out to the Nightmare. Giant Frazier is from the whole state of Mississippi. Big 7-footer, 400 pounds plus. Tag, and here comes the Giant. Well, you're looking at 2 guys that go back a long way, the King and the Giant. Lawler really kind of responsible for Ploughboy being around. Got him into professional wrestling. We're in the first fall of action. Expiration of time. Frazier. Slam. Drops with a leg. And Lawler stumbles back into the corner. You can imagine when 400-plus pounds come piling down on you. Crowd spurring him on. Great crowd here today. Frazier drives Lawler into the turnbuckle. Scoots across the ring. And Lawler steps out of the way. Kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Lawler is unloading that right hand on him. Frazier rolls over and tags Keith Roberson. He was ready to get out of there. Roberson and Lawler tied up. Roberson's a hefty guy. Whoa, the Dutchman. With no respect for hefty guys. Fires that foot in and takes him apart with an elbow. Had one left over for the Nightmare #1. Count of 2, 3. Got him. 5 minutes, 52 seconds. The winners of the first ball of action, Ito, Lawler, and Mantell. Woogie, we don't have all afternoon, but by golly, I'll tell you one thing we got. We got enough time for a second fall of action after winning the first in 5:52. Coming back out, Austin Idol, Dutch Mantell, and the King, Jerry Lawler. We're about ready to go with the second fall as Keith Roberson, who was pinned by Dutch Mantell. And we've got under 4 minutes to go as the Idol takes over from the Dutchman. And with Roberson gets a 1 count. I don't think he really expected it. Austin hanging on to a side headlock. Whoa! Idol grabbed the rope. It held up. That's Giant Frazier on the left. Roberson in there. You can't even see the Nightmare #1. And Austin Idol, Jerry Lawler takes over, and Dutch Mantell on the right-hand side. Back top. Lawler holding the arm. Dutch puts a foot into the midsection of Keith Roberson over the shoulder. Robertson's good boy, I'll tell you that. Hey, don't get any idea. This guy's a pushover. He's young. He's big, and he is a good boy. It's too bad his attitude a little warped. Talked to him about that one time, and he said, hey, you got to get away. You got to get ahead any way you can. Well, that's unfortunate. I think a lot of the guys go through that thinking at one time or another. Austin Idol blistered him with a big chop as Roberson fired out of the ring. 2 minutes to go in this second fall, and down on the floor, Giant Frazier ties up with Austin Idol. It's all happening on the floor. Dutch Mantell grabs the Giant. Nightmare gets a hold of Idol in the air. Backbreaker, and he dumps the Nightmare down as Lawler hanging on to the Giant. Referee finally gets everybody back in the ring. As our time is running out, we've got about 2 minutes to go total. And our expiration of time will be out of it here very shortly. As the Idol whamming away on Nightmare number 1, follows him into the corner. In the air and a body slam. Idol from the second rope with the elbow. Drops down hard and tags Lawler. The King slams the Nightmare down. Oh, he greets him with a fist. Count of 1, 2. That's going to be it. Yeah. So, two minutes, 45 seconds. Lawler, Mantell, and Idol put a capper on it. There's no question now. As they won the first 2 falls, and we are virtually out of time anyhow. So it's Lawler, Idol, and Mantell with an impressive win over the team of the Nightmare number 1, Keith Roberson and Giant Frazier. Hey, our time's up. Dave Brown will be back with us next week. We'll be looking for you. By golly, you be right here with